It is very long and reckless for Ngonjiri Wambogo and Anne Waiguru-led team to polarize the Ngina and Sudi remarks and make it seem as if it is a community versus another community. It is very wrong when we see elected leaders mobilizing women across the country and who come from the Kikuyu community to admonish tribes and to admonish peoples from another community. As youth leaders from the Mount Kenya caucus, I state it very clearly as a representative of them that today we are not happy with what we are seeing from a crop of a leadership that has made it their culture to breed negativity and politics of hatred and division in our country. I ask them this question: when did this issue shift from a politician issue to women demonstrating across central Kenya? Because what that fuels is tribal animosity, and that is what we are against. Yes, we agree that there were remarks that should have been censored by the two politicians, but even if you are aggrieved with those remarks, you should be the one who demands an apology because you feel those remarks were wrong. You are not supposed to go and incite women and peace-loving Kenyans to go into the streets and create heated tensions like we are seeing today. Number two, how did this issue shift from a Ngina Sudi issue to a Deputy President William Ruto issue? These politicians that are creating that perception that it is not the two politicians that will take responsibility of whatever they say and making it seem as if it is the Deputy President who should take it, and therefore try to create a perception to the people of Central Kenya that the Deputy President is not a good person or the Deputy President is the one who have sent these people. That is nonsense. It is reckless for those politicians to try and bring up this issue and polarize it to make it appear as if it is the people of a certain part versus the people of another part. Why should the Deputy President do an apology? Because that is the verbiage that we had from people like Gladys Waga, people who have no moral authority whatsoever to try and lecture anyone on respecting President Uhuru Kenyatta. The person who has been very committed and consistent in respecting the president of this country, it is his deputy, and you can see it, and it is clear in any of the interviews that he has done. He has even declared it by himself that he will not answer his boss. So these politicians who are fueling tension and hatred and negativity in the ongoing politics should desist. We agree that there are issues and the words that were used by those politicians should have been censored. But the solution beholds on the politicians themselves to solve those problems. It is not the people, it is not the common women of Central Kenya, of Murang'a, of Nyeri, Nyandarua or Kirinyaga who has an issue. This issue should not be taken to the people. It is an issue of politicians. It is not something that should be polarized to create such tension. So, as part of the young crop of leaders in Mount Kenya region, I want to state it very clearly it is very important and a cardinal principle of peace amongst the people that matters that emanate from the political class are left to the politicians themselves to solve them, and especially coming from people who have been in a dark chapter, and we can remember that very recently. So today, I ask each and every person in this country to keep peace. And the people of Central, the people of Rift Valley will forever coexist peacefully. And we are past any political aggression. We will not agree to be dragged to any politician's issue. The Deputy President has stated very clearly. The President has also been consistent in saying this, that communities in Kenya must exist peacefully no matter what political differences that they have. This is the issue that is trending right now. And to fellow young people from the Mount Kenya region, women, please let us not be incited to buy the nonsense that when politicians have issues with one another, then that trickles down to our peaceful coexistence. We must uphold peace by all means, and we must not agree to be used to settle political scores. All these people that you are seeing doing press conferences and calling for the people to rise and go and condemn such things are not interested in the peace that we seek. Because if they are interested, they would be seeking solutions through, for example, the institutions that have been given that mandate by the Constitution. Institutions like the NCIC that are supposed to investigate these issues and take action. But when the solution, as they call it, shifts from seeking solutions within the parameters that will not cause any tension, then that becomes another issue. The Deputy President and his supporters are not embedded to each and everything that happens in this country in politics. And as his supporters, we are very clear. He has no apology for anybody. In case those leaders that are aggrieved, and anybody who is aggrieved, it is a politician's issue, and everybody should take personal responsibility. The people of the Gikuyu community and all women deserve respect. We also must give each and every person respect, and no hateful utterances should come from even the least person in this country. Kenyans must maintain peace. But again, when such challenges arise, politicians must be very careful in whatever action they take as a remedy to seize such kind of a crisis. Let us maintain peace. Let us support the government of the day led by President Uhuru Kenyatta and Deputy President William Ruto, and let those opportunists keep off and leave out the name of our two leaders out of their nonsense. The institutions that have been mandated by the Constitution to investigate and take action will do that, and they don't need anybody to lecture them on their work. But when we see Anne Waiguru, Ngunjiri Wambugu, and the crop of leaders dragging the name of our two leaders into their nonsense, then that comes as an aggression and not a solution-seeking motive. Yes, we agree that the words that were used by Oscar Sudi and Johanna Ngeno should have been censored. But the kind of animosity through the demonstration that we are seeing today is not healthy for this country. Therefore, it should cease, and the two leaders deserve to speak to Kenyans and apologize to anybody who may have been hurt by any of their utterances. Tujenge amani na tujenge taifa la Kenya. Tuendelee kuweka amani na tusikubali jambo ambalo linatoka kwa wanasiasa lipande liende mpaka kwa wananchi. Kwa sababu wakati wananchi wanawekwa ile joto ya kufanya maandamano hapa na pale, kuna tension ambazo zinatokea katika kona fulani za nchi hii ya Kenya. Na kwa sababu tuko na history mbaya ya watu wakitoka kuenda kufanya maandamano na jambo ya viongozi wa kutoka tribes, lazima tuhakikishe tumeondokea jambo lolote ambalo litafanya tuanze kuwa na mafikra la kuwaona ndugu na dada zetu kutoka jamii fulani kama watu wabaya. Na hawa viongozi ambao badala ya kutafuta solution na kuambia hawa waende waombe msamaha, ati solution yao ni kuanza kuincite wananchi, hiyo ni mbaya, na hiyo ni shida katika ubinafsi na katika maendeleo ya nchi ya Kenya. Mungu abariki Kenya na tuendelee kujenga amani.